with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between our visitors and our home team. Hello, everybody. Alongside Brock Ewart, I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, let's dive right in. What are you looking forward to in this one?
Yeah, just about everything, Kate, but these are two such evenly matched teams. You and I know there's going to be 2, 3, 4 plays in this game that will likely define the outcome. That is the beauty of the NFL each and every
Weather's starting to get a bit colder, but playoff hopes burning bright as ever for most of our teams as we get underway here in Week 12. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And they'll have a veteran leading them out. It's their 9th-year quarterback.
And all those touchdowns he had last week, Kate, he traded every one of them in exchange for a victory. It's team over individual for him. So even though he himself is coming off the exact type of showing you want, that kind of efficiency usually wins you games, he's not happy about it. And he will be focusing on rectifying those things here.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Hawkins isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a sack forces a now tougher third down.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on third down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
Here he goes, third and long. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down. They'll send out the punting unit. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And we'll get a chance to see someone still in the early stages of their career, this third-year QB.
Last week was the ideal showing for him and really allowed his offense to feed off of him. He elevated everybody around him. Just got to look at his stat line.
He's not going to be able to escape, and down he goes. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
First couple snaps, first drive of a game, it's all about who can land that opening punch. Gain that first advantage in a game-long back and forth. Well, that opening punch was a solid cross, maybe even an uppercut that caught him right on the job and sets an immediate tone for this defense.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. It's going to bring up third down. Third and long for him here. Dumps it off to his running back. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. The home teams and their quarterback are ready to take over once again. And we're getting a look at the leaders in passing touchdowns this season here, where you will find his name among the top 5 right now in the NFL. Starting the drive with a give to Moss. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
They'll go play action. Jump off, caught by his back. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
They'll throw, third and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they're not going to bring him down until he reaches, looks like the 28. That's 16 on the pickup. And that means first down.
may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. They are throwing it again. And that's him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll air it out on 3rd. Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing a double coverage, odds are against you.
He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. So here comes this offense for its second series of the game. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. Offense to the line. Here we go. They'll throw to begin this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Throwing it on second down. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
They're throwing it. That's caught for the first. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. And a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They'll run here on first down. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
15 results in a first down.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. On first down, they'll run. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. He takes off with it. Nearly broke even, but the defenders followed that zone read well. And it's going to cost him about a yard. 3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. To the air on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it. He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Now this offense ready to head back out. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And they'll get there and stop him at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Dropping back to throw. Dumped off to his running back. Jukes away from one. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Brings up third down.
Gonna keep this one and go. And he's gonna be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They go play action on first down. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's brought down at about that 22nd-yard line. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Working now from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now looking to throw. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Yeah, it's a gain of 12 on that one. And they're going to have a first down now.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
From the contact.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Throw is caught. Decent gain here, but short of the first. He's going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on third down. Trying to run for this with Moss. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short. They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1. All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More of the NFL on EA Sports right after this. Second quarter about to get underway, and this home crowd excited as their guys have possession. They'll have a chance to take the lead here as they line up for the field goal. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And we see that to this point, he's leading the NFL in touchdown receptions as we work through November and into our final month plus of play. Hand off to the back. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Back to the well again. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on third down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. QB sneak coming. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
It takes an impressive amount of strength, that low man winning, to hold the line against a sneak, even when you know it's coming. That's well done.
Punt team on the field. And hey, we see a lot of the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The home team's ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. The drive starts with a run by Moss. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
6 yards. It's now 3rd and 12.
Throw here, 3rd down. Finds the in route complete. And they catch him just in time to prevent the first, but that got very close, didn't it? It's 4th and maybe a yard. Their punter making his way out now. And they could really use a good one here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line. Their offense ready to take the field now. And coming off 3 and out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. First down now, ball at the 33. Throwing now off the play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
Throwing from the gun. Completed left side to Samuel. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Right up the gut. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Result is a first down.
Another carry for him. And he's going to be stopped after about a 3-yard pickup on first down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up third down. He tries to sneak it, and he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. That's a short gain of 1, and that gives him a first down. All set to go now from the 35.
And a first down.
Working on first down. Completed over the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
A gain of 19 yards. Results in a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
He's out of bounds at the 13-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
QB keeping it here, the second down option. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Brock? It's a gain of 5, third down coming up.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. Fourth down coming up. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something, an injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
He fields it from the 8. Now bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. On first down, it's Moss. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
They're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. That play good for 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Another throw here on 2nd down. He's got a man left. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 3rd down here, need 8 on the play.
3rd and 8.
Third and long, they're going to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they're staring at 4th and long. They'll bring out the punter here. And he'll try to hit this one well. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. The offense getting set to go. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Back to throw on 1st and 10. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
To get home and hit and impact the quarterback at this level, well, typically you got to do what this defense is doing, and that's keeping an offense off balance. Change up your looks, rotate your personnel, throw in some wrinkles. And once again, go hit that quarterback.
They get 6 on the run, and that sets up 3rd and 10 for them. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Defense nearing a stop. Need to hold once more here on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He just kept going their own way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. Well, this has been one of the big stories of the game, partner. He's been sacked over and over and over here, and this time cost him more than just yards. It cost him 2 points and possession. Former quarterback, man, what are you thinking at this point in the game?
I'm thinking I'm going to be spending a lot of time in the training room to get my body right, and I think were you Marshawn Lynch right there? Over and over
there
and
you
over.
Go. Let's go. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 2nd and manageable. He's throwing. Pass caught by Moss. He dodged the tackle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Falls to the ground out left. Incomplete. No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Sticking to the air here. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
They'll air it out on 3rd. This gets the 1st and more. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Prior to 1st down, they decide to call a timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Short pass brought in. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. Has room into the secondary. And he carries it in for the touchdown. These guys will add to their lead at the end of the half. At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it too.
Okay, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
Visitors 3.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Has this at the 6. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. This offense getting one final possession here before halftime. Not a whole lot of time left for them to put something together here before the break. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. First and 10, they're going to throw. Steps up, and he's running with it. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Before we can get a snap on second down, they call timeout.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
He's going to throw this one. Dump off, caught by his back. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
That's good.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
A pickup of 2 yards.
He's dropping back to throw.
First down.
Forced out to his right. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made it to 45. Here comes the final play of our first half. The final throw before the break. A massive shot towards the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen and our great crew here in the Orlando studios set for an abridged version of the halftime report. This game, to this point, a little slow to begin with, but in the second quarter, the offenses started finding their way. We hope we're set for a great second half, so let's get back out to the stadium and rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And this truly has been an excellent campaign for him, sitting among the NFL's top 5 in receiving yards. First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll come out throwing. Pressure's on him, and it's going to get home. He's dropped. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's 2nd and 19. Working now from the gun. Hits him on the in route. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
To the air on 3rd and long. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39.
A gain of 9 yards. And a first down.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they send him out of bounds right as he was coming up to that marker, Brock. It's going to be second down.
Just short of midfield.
Back-to-back carries here. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. 3rd and just 2 to go. They give it to him again. They go to him again, Brock, and they deny him the line again. That's another loss. This one sets up 4th down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And this one's away and looking good. Nice angle on this one, headed towards the sideline. And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Moss. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
2nd and 10. Here he is to throw. Completed to his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
3rd down from the gun. He has the first over the middle. He's off to the races. To the 10. He makes it in for the touchdown. These guys push their lead further to start the half. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Okay, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Zach Taylor sends in the call. They're going for 2.
Will line up for a 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out.
Couldn't be a little armchair quarterback after that call. Looked like the defense knew exactly what was coming.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Return coming from the 6. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. Back out runs their offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Here's the handoff. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Throwing on 2nd. That one's complete right side. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
A gain of 9 yards. And a first down.
He'll call his own number. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held that line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
Dive play straight ahead. And it's a nice gain, but they needed just 1 more yard to move the chains. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's a throw. That sails over his target, incomplete, and now it's 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Punting unit out now. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Nice punt here, up and angled towards the sideline. And this angles out and hits the sideline. That's a good punt there. They're pinned at their own 8.
8-yard line.
The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two Well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Into traffic, complete! And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 27.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throw left side, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they were waiting for him on that draw, weren't they? They get him behind the line. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Pass play coming here. Finds him on the slant. And he takes this up to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 4 on the play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
3rd and long for him here. Completed over the middle. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. Give him 25 on that play. And that gives him the first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Right back to Moss now. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage, and that time, the defense got the job done.
Throw here, 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. We'll see them tackle 2nd and goal after the break. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll send him up the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown. These guys make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys grow the lead now to 22 points. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. His return starts at the 5. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. This offense getting all set for this series. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
It's a good of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Setting up to throw. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs instead, they pick up the 1st.
Results in a 1st down.
Back to throw. This is thrown towards a defender instead. Man, he's the one who makes a play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Again to throw on 2nd. Catch made over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. They'll run for this. And this one will not work out for him. He's stacked up behind the line and is going to head off after a turnover on downs.
I love aggressive defenses, and a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call. But it can work against the pass, or in that case, against the run. Good luck running for the sticks when you've got a whole defense crashing the line of scrimmage off the snap.
Now this offense getting set to work here. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Open ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. They're running the option, short side. And they'll still have some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Good job defensively here to contain the pass. This is going to be 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They're going to try and throw it here. Quick slant to Samuel. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a new set of downs.
49-yard line.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They design this off left tackle. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
He's going to throw it. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Okay, that's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win, and you feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, and interceptions follow.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Moss. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, 2nd down. After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Moss with another carry. Escapes a defender. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. And that is a touchdown. These guys put up even more points in a win. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. The point after splits the uprights. And these guys grow their lead yet again.
19-32. Visitors 3.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25. This offense making its way back out now. And the question out there is, Brock, how early and often are they going to try passing here after they were picked off on the previous drive?
Well, I think the answer to that is how much trust does this play caller have in his quarterback? We're going to get to find out right now.
We've set it downs from the 37. Pass play on 1st and 10. Now he takes it, and not much doing. He stopped quickly. Hang on now. Looks like we've got an injured player out there and in need of some aid. So we'll step away briefly as they work on him. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here's the backup. First throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He'll air it out on 3rd. Making the call himself. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Keeps it on the option here, and he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
What's that saying, Kate, about discretion? Discretion is the better part of valor. Well, decision-making for quarterbacks is so critical. In that time, excellent discretion. Protect yourself, get the 1st down, and live to play another day.
He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Result is a 1st down.
Working now from the gun. Still going inside the 35. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
I'll throw it. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
An 8-yard pickup. And a first down.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning. These guys hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Looking in the air here. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. He completes it in traffic. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he's tackled for a short gain. 3rd and just 2 to go. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he runs this one in for the touchdown. These guys putting up points in a game decided. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
That one right down the middle. And his guys trail by 22 now. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The home teams and this running back headed back out for a new series. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. The drive starts with a run by Moss. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And they carried some of that winning football from last game into this contest. Now a modest little win streak blossoming for them, Brock. They've got 2 in a row as they get out of here with a victory. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. A nice showing here from our winners as we say thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.